Keith is with us. Keith's in Phoenix. Hi, Keith. How are you?
I'm doing great, Dave. Thanks for taking my call. It's an honor to be able to speak to you.
You too. How can I help?
Well, I got laid off about 3-4 years ago, got a buyout of my pension and my 401k and all that good stuff. And honestly, thanks to Financial Peace University, when you get laid off and you only have a house payment, things are a little bit easier. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
So my thing is my father left us a few rental properties that I manage for the family, and I'm looking for. I have this 401k money that I put into a self-directed 401k because I like real estate. But when I sit down with realtors and go, "Hey, I'm looking for a property," they show me things. Hey, invest $300,000, you'll make 3 to 5% ROI after insurance and hold back for vacancy and all that stuff. And I hear you talking about 20 and 30% return on investment. And when I mention that to the realtor, they're like, "Well, yeah, buy a house." Leverage it and then buy another one. I'm like, whoa, I know Dave Ramsey is not leveraging his real estate. So
now I'm not doing cash on cash of 20%. I'm talking about an internal rate of return, which incorporates the growth in value and also incorporates the tax advantage of owning the property. So that internal rate of returns on residential should be north of 15, which involves all three things. Cash on cash, after all expenses, we're averaging about 9.
Okay.
But that's on the value, not on the actual, not on what we paid for it, but on the value of the property. We're trying to hit about 9. And what we've got in it, we're probably bumping a little over 10, something like that, because we get in them right or we don't do them. Now, the problem when you're buying investment real estate is this. As you know, the money is made at the buy. So you get a deal. And 90-some-odd% of realtors do a great job at one thing, retailing property. You're not in the retail business. You're in the wholesale business. And so you're looking for a realtor that knows a bargain and is looking for a bargain, looking for a deal, something that's up in foreclosure. The Phoenix market is hot as a firecracker, no pun intended. I mean, the market, you guys took a dive with the crash, but you've come right back. I mean, screaming back. The market's, it's not a good time to buy real estate right now in that market because it's so hot. It's white hot. And so you're going to have a hard time digging up deals and that are making the kind of numbers I'm talking about. If I were buying, I'm not buying right this second because we're working on a campus that we're pouring all our money into for this business. We're doing a bunch of big construction, big commercial construction, and all. It's sucking all the money out. So I'm not buying today, but I would have a hard time buying today.
Okay, so I'm sitting on roughly $300K cash right now, waiting for a deal.
Take your time.
Okay.
Take your time.
I mean, I can't.
Getting all nervous about placing that money in something is going to get you into something at retail, and then you might net 3 to 5% after expenses. That might be your cash on cash ROI, and to me, that's just not acceptable. I'd rather just throw it in a good mutual fund before I did that.
Okay.
And I don't have to collect the rent on those.
A lot less variables than whether or not your tenant's going to pay or not. So I get it.
Exactly. So if you're, I might park a little bit of it if you really want to try to get it up above the cash, because you're making 1% or something, right? So if you want to park a little bit of it into a no load and let it sit there and make a little bit, if you want to throw $100,000 in there to at least beef this up a little while, give you a little patience, but take your time. All the money in real estate is made at the buy. And this is not a great time to be buying. So you're looking for a needle in a haystack, but just you ain't anything else to do, go look for it. And you got to find realtors that aren't thinking like retailers when you're buying investment property. You're looking for realtors real estate people that know a deal, and they got a cash buyer that can close it by Friday. I can close by Friday. I don't have to qualify. We're closing by Friday. Did I mention we can close by Friday? This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show. So you have to break the cycle. You have to flip this thing on its head and make it behave. You've got to get so fired up and wired up that your broke friends think you've lost your mind.